Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I have a question for you. Have you ever tried to remove the grease from your kitchen cabinets? I know I have, and I failed at it, but today I'm going to show you a way to finally remove that grease from your cabinets. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with what I'm going to use to clean the grease off. I have a small bowl here. We're going to start by using, uh, it is 1 tablespoon of baking soda, a half a tablespoon of Dawn dish detergent, and then a half a tablespoon of water. So I'm just going to use this little container. I guess you can use whatever kind of bowl you want. So we're going to start with a tablespoon of the baking soda. And a half a tablespoon of the Dawn dishwashing detergent. And then a half a tablespoon of water. Let me get that. Okay. And the water. And then we're just going to stir it together and make a paste. I'm just using one of my Pioneer Woman spatulas. So I figured that that would work the best. Okay, so you want it to have like a pasty consistent, which I don't think it's really that pasty. It's more liquidy. So let's see. We'll give it a try. So I just wanted to show you a little areas that I'm looking at. I'm not going to film doing all of the kitchen cabinets because I do have quite a few, and the video would be way too long. So I'm going to show you a few different spots. As you can see right here, you could see some grease right there, and this is the closest one to the stove. So that is the area that I want to target today. We're going to do a few of the other ones as well, but let me show you what we're going to do. Also, quickly, I know that you are probably wondering what the strap is on my handles here. I am an autism mom. My son has autism, and I have to have safety measures put in place because he loves different things in our kitchen cabinet. So I have to keep the strap on when he's home. Of course, when I'm when I'm here, they come off. But just I had it on from this morning. But just in case you're wondering, that's why we have it. Okay, so I have my microfiber cloth and the whatever you want to call this cleaning stuff. And I know this angle is really terrible. I don't know. I may have to turn it around and show it to you that way. It might be a little bit better. So you're just going to go ahead. I am going to say I would do a little test area first on your cabinets. I already did, so I know it's okay. But you just to be careful, with your kitchen cabinets. They cost so much money. You don't want to go in that. Okay, so I put a little bit on the microfiber cloth, and I'm going to go ahead and just target this area here where I see the grease and the dirt, and you're going to go in circular motion. So let's try this out. Okay, so once all the spots are gone, you're going to go ahead and get a warm water cloth and just wipe down those areas. And let's see what it looks like. I'm not quite sure that this spot right here, I may do a little bit more right there. We'll see a little bit. It may just be the different shades of the staining in the wood that I'm looking at, but I just want to make sure before I do rinse it. But I think that it's definitely, I can tell even before rinsing it that it is definitely cleaning it. So let me go ahead and get a warm cloth. We'll wipe it down and see what it looks like. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Now I just concentrated right here on this area, just this one door, because I want to really just do these spots that I am noticing, and then I will go ahead and do the entire cabinet um, throughout the rest of the week. But I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's much better than what it was. Definitely tell the difference. I think this is definitely a good way for my cabinets, to do a little spot cleaning on the greasy areas that you have, through through the kitchen. I can see a few on the other side, opposite side of the stove, of course, again, but I always seem to use these two burners, so I could see why it was so dirty on this side. But I, I really do. I'm going to give you a close up of how it looks now. But it definitely did help. Okay, so I did just wipe it down, so it is wet. I will dry it as well so you can see. But definitely you can tell from the earlier video that I was showing you with those grease spots, it is definitely cleaner. Okay, so I think what I was starting to think was dirt is actually just the grain of the wood stain. So you can tell it does look much cleaner. It's much brighter up here. Definitely, it definitely did make it cleaner. So next I'm going to go ahead and start tackling this cabinet here. Again, it is a lot of this like really dark areas. I'm sure it's dirt and not necessarily uh, the wood grain on this side anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the circular motions with the cleaning solution we made and see how that goes. Okay, so let's take a look at it. It's all wiped down. I think it came out really, really nice. Much better. The grease stains, all the dirt is off the cabinet. I am going to continue and do the rest of the cabinets, but I also wanted to try this method for behind the stove. I have a little area with the backdrop, not backdrop. What do you Oh my goodness, with the tiles in the back, I can't remember what that's called, but I want to go ahead and try this method behind the stove. Okay, friends, so what I was trying to say before is actually backsplash. I don't know where I got background from, but that is what I am talking about. That is the area that I want to clean the grease off of. Now I'm going to take all this fall decor off my stove so I can get a better um, obviously get closer to it to clean. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to mix a little bit more of the baking soda and the Dawn dish detergent so I can have a little extra. And yeah, let's get going. Okay, let's get started. Okay, this definitely worked out much better than me trying to use an all-purpose cleaning spray. I've tried a few different ones back there, but it never really seemed to get the grease off. Definitely the baking soda and the Dawn combined together did help. I would also say that probably you may need to use a little scrub brush in some areas like the grout lines, or maybe the corners where it's a little bit more greasy. But I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it down, but I think it looks so much better. Definitely much better. It looks so much cleaner. Oh, I was glad I did this. I wasn't initially going to do behind the stove, but then I was like, why not try it on that area as well? So I'm glad I did that because it does look so much better. It's kind of hard to see. I have the hood light on, so let me see if I can get it closer. Okay, as you can see, it is definitely much better all the grease is off finally. I do think I can do some of the grout lines a little bit more, and I may go back later and do that, but definitely this was the way to go to get that back area of the stove clean. And that is it for today, my friends. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video and that you have learned how to remove that grease from your kitchen cabinets as well as your backsplash, especially behind that stove. I think the baking soda, Dawn, and the water, all of that together is really helpful in getting those areas. And I have really been becoming kind of addicted to cleaning with the Dawn baking soda and the water for many, many things in my home. And hopefully I could bring a few of more of those ideas to you soon. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I have a lot more cleaning and motivational content coming, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you next time.